Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So a while back, a close friend of mine wouldn't stop talking about this one, kept insisting I cover it. Well, I finally listened, and today we're going through the customer reviews together, but before we begin, there's a discount link in the description and pinned in the first comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. So, this monitor showed up, and I've been using it for a few weeks, and I'll spare you the hype and tell you straight what it's like. This monitor is a 27-inch, 2.7K-ish experience with 1040p clarity, a 165Hz refresh, and a 1 millisecond GTG response time. It uses an IPS panel, supports HDR, and can be driven by HDMI, USB-C, or DisplayPort. It's also got FreeSync and G-Sync compatibility and a solid amount of adjustability, height, tilt, swivel, and even a pivot to go vertical. It's a lot of features for a monitor in this tier, and I was surprised by how well many of them work in real life. Size matters here in a good way. The 27-inch diagonal feels like a sweet spot for desktop gaming and productivity. A lot of reviews get hung up on the numbers, but in use the screen felt expansive without being overwhelming. The true HDR on this monitor is not a gimmick, but you do have to do a bit of setup to reap the benefits. In Windows, you flip on Use HDR in the Windows HD color settings, and you'll want to fiddle in the GPU control panel, color management, gamma, brightness, black level, so the HDR looks right in your games and videos. It's not magic, it's a bit of calibration, but once you tune it, HDR looks noticeably deeper with brighter highlights and richer shadows. Speaking of visuals, the blacks on this IPS panel aren't just okay for an IPS. They're genuinely deep, and with the right HDR calibration, the overall image pops without looking oversaturated. The brightness and contrast feel well defined, and the colors can go from punchy to restrained depending on how you set them. The viewing angles are excellent, left, right, up and down, with very little shift in color or brightness when you move off center. When it comes to motion, this monitor shines in fast-paced scenes. The 4065Hz refresh is smooth, with nearly no ghosting if you keep overdrive set to a light touch. If you're into competitive shooters or fast action, the lack of smear is noticeable. If you're on HDMI, you'll max out at 144Hz, but DisplayPort lets you hit the full 165Hz. The package is solid too. Packaging includes the stand, a mount power cord HDMI, and DisplayPort cables. It's a breeze to mount on a VHCACA setup, and the stand feels sturdy once everything's tightened. A minor quirk, the bezel is a touch larger than the pictures imply, but I didn't find it distracting in use. There were some reports of a pixel issue on some units, and there is a pixel guarantee on the site. QC can vary, so your mileage may differ here. One more practical note, the back panel control is a joystick you press and move to adjust settings. Very intuitive once you get the hang of it. Some folks notice the USB port on the rear isn't always hot right away, but a firmware or setup tweak can fix that, and the warranty coverage is 3 years with responsive support. Bottom line, this monitor is a strong value in its price range. It delivers crisp 140p clarity, a fast and smooth high refresh rate, true HDR when configured, and a flexible, comfortable design. If you want a gaming monitor that doesn't pretend to be something it isn't, and you're willing to do a little setup to unlock HDR, this monitor is worth considering.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.